everybody. Welcome to Life with Annie on this Saturday night. And I haven't done a live in a little bit, and I was going to put a pot of soup in for someone, and I thought I would get on here and do it with y'all. So I'm going to see if anybody shows up, because I posted a video, was it yesterday or the day before, and it acted crazy. So I don't know if some people are having issues with Facebook. I'm not sure, but we'll see if anybody comes on. I see people are coming on now. Now let's see if we can see comments. I see that people are watching. They're watching, Thunder. They came to see you. Thunder says hello. I see a comment. Hey, Castoria. Thank you. Hey, Pat. So I can see comments. I can see people. So we're working pretty good. So if you didn't see that video yesterday, go back if you want to watch it. I forget what I did. I cooked something, I think. But it was really weird. I posted it, and it told me that it had posted. And I couldn't find it on the page, and I kept refreshing, and it wouldn't show up. But I could click on that notification where it said it had posted, and it would take me to it. But I don't know what was wrong with it. But anyway, we're going to do this one live. I'm just going to I'm going to put some vegetable beef soup in the crock pot, and I'm going to put everything in there and put this in the refrigerator, and then late tonight I'm going to turn it on so it'll cook all night. So I pre-cooked my hamburger meat. Christy, I'm just going to make a pot of vegetable beef soup. Hey, Debbie. Castoria said, hey, Thunder. So my sister's husband was in the hospital. He's out and he's fine now, but he was in the hospital for a few days, and I wanted to just kind of make something to take to her so she'd have a night off of, cooking or whatever. So I thought this would be easy to do, and it would be probably good for him and good for her too. So let's see. Hey, Lori in Rhode Island. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. Okay, so I pre-cooked, like I said, I pre-cooked my hamburger meat. There's no measurements to this. This is just the way Mama made it. And, you do whatever variations you like. But I'm going to go ahead and pop that in there. Thunder was happy that I was browning up some ground beef because he got just a little bit of it too. And then I'm going to add in, I'm going to kind of make a bigger amount so that I thought I could share some with her, and then we could have some, and then I could maybe freeze a container for Mama. So I've got 2 of these gigantic crushed tomatoes, and I'm going to put both of those in here. Put this over here because that trash can is just not big enough to accommodate those Jethro size cans. So put 2 of those in there. Let me pop this in the trash can too. And Mama always puts a can of tomato sauce in hers. I'm gonna put this whole can, and I'm gonna put a little bit of water in the can and add that to it. Not tomato sauce, tomato soup. If I said sauce, I meant soup. Yeah, we've had kind of a busy couple of days. All right, got that in there. And then I'm going to cut up some onion. I don't know if I'll put all this onion in or not, but this is a Vidalia onion. They have them in season right now at the stores, so I'm taking advantage of that. So, and then Mama always puts potatoes in hers. And then I bought 2 bags of the vegetable medley. This has the carrots, corn, green beans, and green peas in it. So I bought 2 bags of that, and we'll add that to it. And then I'm going to add beef bouillon cube. I'm not sure if I'm going to do 1 or 2. And then salt and pepper. And that's pretty much going to be it, I think, for that soup. Hey, Roxanne. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we took Thunder to the vet Thursday afternoon. And y'all, he and Lucy have always been little angels at the vet. They never, as wild as Thunder can be at home, he's just, he doesn't say a word. He doesn't flinch hardly. He just does whatever the vet wants him to do. And it was kind of cute because there were a lot, his appointment was at 5 o'clock. And there were a lot of animals in there. This one dog came in and it was, I told Matt, I said, that's a horse. It was a, what was it, Matt? Labradoodle. And it was up to heater. I'm not kidding you, it was huge. Sweet thing. And then with that same couple, they had the Labradoodle, the big horse dog, and then they had a little teeny lap dog. And it was kind of funny. And Thunder's kind of scared of everything, I think. As tough as he's always been, I think he's real tender on the inside. Tender Thunder. And then lots of dogs were coming in. We didn't see any cats while we were there. There were a couple of accidents were had in the lobby. One was Thunder. But they came out and cleaned those up. So they're kind of funny. But anyway, so the vet said that Thunder will be 15 next month. And so he's, up there in years. And he does have some spinal issues and just like degenerative stuff going on with his spine. And, so his back legs are not the greatest anymore. But the vet said, based on what we were talking to him about, he said, because sometimes Thunder will just walk up to like the refrigerator or his water bowl or his feed bowl, and he just like freezes and he just stares at it like he's trying to figure out, or I don't know if he's sensing something or trying to figure out what he's supposed to do, or just I don't know what he's doing, but he's got doggy dementia, he said. And so he said that's not going to get better. And so I guess it'll just progress. But he gave us some medicine. He gave us some medicine for his back and legs. It's like an animal version of like ibuprofen. And then he gave us something to help him sleep at night, because we're having a hard time with him. He usually will go to sleep and then he wakes up sometimes at 11, sometimes at 2. And sometimes he just can't seem to settle down, and then sometimes he settles down. He's fine, but he just keeps waking up. So he gave us some medicine for that, and the first night I gave him, they cut the pills in half, and he said you can go as low as this and as high as this. Well, we went the low way, and I was up with him almost all night. Because when he woke up, it knocked him out. Matt said he is out like a light, and he had just taken it maybe 30 minutes.
We went the highway, not the low way.
I thought the highway was the whole thing.
The half a pill. We gave him a half a pill.
Oh, I thought that was the low amount.
That's the high.
Oh, we went the highway. Sorry, y'all. Well, we're not going the highway again. Anyway, so we gave him that pill, and he was out. I even went down there to check on him because he was so out. I wanted to make sure he was okay. And then he woke up. Was it 11 or 2 that night, Matt?
11 o'clock that night.
11 o'clock. And I always tell Matt, if it's a work night, I said, I'll just handle it because you got to go to work. And so when I went down there, he was kind of hollering out because he has trouble getting up and down. And I went down there and talk about, he was like a drunk dog. He couldn't stand up. He couldn't get himself up. He couldn't walk when he stood up. He was just, falling over all over. So we had to buy this harness to keep on him all the time now, because we can't lift him up. His legs get up under him. So we take the little handle on the harness, the little strap, and we pull him up. And I had to walk him outside twice in the middle of the night just so he could go to the bathroom because he can't walk on his own. He was that drunk. And I got him outside and I got him in the grass and I came inside and I pulled up the camera to see what he's doing. And you could see his little reflector on his harness. He was laying in the yard, so that didn't work out for us. So we didn't give him one the next night. I said, I want him to get that out of his system good. And we will try maybe a lesser, I spent my day cutting all these little pills already. The nurse cut them in half, and then I cut them in half again. So we can hopefully give him a much lesser amount. And we're only giving it to him at night just to help him to sleep. And so we'll see how that goes. And if it doesn't work out, I'll just keep getting up with him as long as I have to. But the other medicine doesn't affect him like that. It's just something we give him once a day during the day, and he's fine with that. But it's been hard because we can't leave the house. Like there's been 2 Fridays when I've gone over to Mama's, and we were in the middle of Dollar Tree 2 weeks ago, and then yesterday we were in the middle, or Friday, whatever Friday was, we were in the middle of Walmart, and I pull up the camera and watch him, and he had gotten off his little bed, and he was stuck, and so we end up, we have to kind of, Matt came home from work that day at lunch to help him, so it's just kind of hard. It's but it's something we have to do, and that's what we're going to do for our sweet little Thunder. So, but other than that, everything's good. He's eating well and all that stuff. He's an older dog, and this kind of stuff just happens, and it's just something we have to deal with, and so we're going to take the best care of him we can and keep him as comfortable as we can and spoil him rotten. All right, so let me stir that around a little bit and see if I want to add more onion to this. It looks good, and it's not even cooked. Huh. I'll probably just say that's enough onion. Okay, let me rinse my hands off real quick. So then we came home and we kind of laid around. We were lazy. We had some errands to run this morning, and that's the thing. We were going to go walk, and I told Matt, I said, well, let's see how Thunder does. We'll see if we can get him to sleep, and then we can leave. Well, that didn't work out. He knew we were getting ready to go somewhere, so eventually I said, Matt, you just go walk, and I'll sit here and get him kind of settled down, and then when you come back, we'll see how it goes. And he did go to sleep, and we were able to go. We needed to go to the grocery store, and I wanted to run in the Miracle Hill up here, and so we were able to do that. We're just constantly watching him on the camera. But yeah, he did good today. And then we came home and we mowed the grass, and it's just been a busy day. So I'm going to cut open these vegetables and see how many of these we need. All right. Oh, thank you. Someone's saying prayers for baby Thunder. Yep, there are babies. Okay, there's one bag of those. Okay, let me give these a quick stir. I think I'm going to put some more in there, because I want this soup to go a long way. All right. Hey, was it Darlene? Hey, Darlene. Let's see. Y'all, I didn't have a lot of charge on my phone. I didn't even realize it. I was in the red. And I told Matt, I said, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this video because I don't have, it'll take my phone forever to charge. And he had a brick or something down there that was quicker than just plugging it into the computer. So he charged it and got it up enough to hopefully get me through this video. Okay. Now let's put some seasoning in here. I'm going to put a beef bouillon cube. I don't know. Should I put 2, y'all? Or just 1? You see my Chick-fil-A glass. Yeah, we went to Chick-fil-A on the way home from the store. Matt said, what do you want to do for supper or for lunch? I said, well, let's just get something at a drive-thru so we can get home to Thunder. So we went through Chick-fil-A drive-thru. All right, there's some salt. And I need to get some pepper. Let's see, we'll just do this pepper today. Have I got everything in this, y'all? Got the vegetables, the potato, the onion, some salt and pepper, and the bouillon cube. Should I do 2 bouillon cubes? Did y'all say? I don't know if it'll make that big a difference or not. Should I put another one? What say you? 1 or 2? Yeah, I'm making just a vegetable beef soup. 2. Carolyn says 2. Ann says yes. So I don't know whether the yes is answering, but I'd do 2.
Yes, 2.
Okay, Mal says 2. Okay, so we're gonna go with 2 then. And like I said, I'm gonna start this probably later on tonight, but I just wanted to get it kind of mixed up. Clean up my mess a little bit because I'm also going to. All of y'all are saying yes for 2. I'm also going to make some of the peanut butter and the Karo syrup and then the butter spread for some sandwiches that they can have. So let me just let me get something to put this. And I've got another can of diced tomatoes if I want to add some more liquid to it, but we'll see how that goes. Let me grab something to put that onion in. All right, let's see. Hey, Debbie. Carolyn says 2. Well, I put 2 in. Y'all are the experts. Okay. Yeah, Roxanne, I'll probably put some more water in there. Okay, so now as far as the peanut butter spread goes, it's 1 cup of peanut butter and a 1/4 cup of Karo syrup and 1/2 stick of butter. So add some more water for the, okay, let me go ahead and do that real quick. And I may add more because I I like my soup kind of soupy. So, kind of like my spaghetti sauce. I like it soupy. By the way, did y'all watch that video where I made the pasta with the, is it Rana or Reina pasta? That was so good. And I've got one in the freezer. So it's waiting for us for a couple weeks. So I've got my peanut butter measured out. Now they had it on sale at Ingles today for $1.98 jar. The only thing they had left was the crunchy. So I'm making the crunchy. I prefer the crunchy, but some people may prefer the creamy, but it'll be good. They could eat it on crackers or I like to make a sandwich. But that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna mix some of this up and I'm gonna send this over to her in the next couple of days. And I was talking to Mama. I called Mama before I did this video to ask her. I said, now, Mama, what all do you put in your soup again? And she told me, I said, well, I don't know how much they like vegetable soup. I said, but I'm going to send some. And she said, well, if they don't like it, they can bring it to me. So, all right, let's see if I can stir this around some and get it mixed all up. Okay. Let's see. I missed the name. Someone was asking how Mama was and if she enjoyed her birthday. She did. She had a good birthday. And she was so happy that y'all send all those birthday wishes. And every day every time I talk to her on the phone, I usually talk to her several times a day. She's like, how many people commented on the video, and did anybody say anything mean? I said, Mama, no one's ever said anything mean on a video that you have been in. I said, she thinks, well, they probably have. I said, no, Mama, if they have, I didn't see it. So, all right, y'all, there's the spread for our peanut butter sandwiches or crackers or whatever. Looks pretty good. It smells good too.
Taste that before it goes anywhere.
Do what?
I might have to taste that before it goes anywhere.
You can taste it. So I've got a little container here. So when we were out yesterday, they had these at the Dollar Tree, Rubbermaid. Now they're on their like plus aisles, and they were $6, and you got 2 of these. So I got another one over there. So, sister, if you're watching this, I don't need this back. This is yours to keep. Reuse it. It makes good big salads. And then I've got this. I'll send this with the peanut butter. So, and you don't need to return any of this. Yours to keep. So, there's our peanut butter. And then I'm going to send, let's see where I put them. I'm going to send a couple of sleeves of saltine crackers. So that's what we always ate with our soup when we were kids. So I'm going to send saltine crackers. And then my brother-in-law always used to love Oreos. I don't know if it's still a favorite of his, but I got him a bag of Oreos, the little bitty ones. So I'm going to send that over for him. And that's basically it, y'all. I just wanted to get this kind of mixed up. For them to have. So I think she's got to work tomorrow. She works at a church, so I'm not sure if I'll get this to her tomorrow. I'm hoping I can get it to her tomorrow because I'm going to have trouble leaving the house, you know, because of thunder. So Monday might be a little difficult for me, but hopefully I can connect with her tomorrow at some point. I'm looking for something to put these vegetables, clip them together so I can pop them.
Butter in the peanut butter. I keep asking what's the white stuff in the peanut butter.
The white stuff? There was already butter in the bowl. I saw the butter was softened.
Yes, I think you you were stirring it.
Oh, that's the nuts. That's all the crunchy peanuts in there.
That's what the white stuff in the butter is, in the peanut butter.
Huh?
They keep asking what the white stuff is.
Oh, I think that's just the peanut butter with the crunchy. Y'all, I'll be there in just a second. I'm trying to get these peas and carrots and green beans back in there. Okay. You're talking about these little lumps?
I saw when you were stirring, you could see like the butter.
Oh yeah, the butter was in the.
White. I think that's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I think they missed what it was.
Oh yeah, I had put the butter in here and it had softened, and then I just put the peanut butter and then the Caro syrup in here.
I think they might have been late getting onto that.
Oh, okay. But that's it. So I've got my containers here ready for soup tomorrow. I'll put some of that spread in there, and then I was going to buy a loaf of bread, but I figured, well, they probably have bread, so I didn't want to overdo it. Can I repeat the peanut butter spread? Yes, it's a cup of peanut butter, whatever you like, crunchy, creamy, extra crunchy, whatever's on sale. And then a 1/4 cup of Caro syrup. And, it's right here. Let me grab it. 1/4 cup of this. And then 1/2 stick of softened butter. I wouldn't melt the butter. I just usually let mine soften at room temperature. But you can melt it. Just, if you do, don't over melt it. But and I use real butter. I don't use margarine, so that's it. So I've got everything here for tomorrow. I'll take out a couple of sleeves of these. As a matter of fact, I'll do it now so I can put this away. That way we have some here for our soup. And then, there we go. And then we'll have soup and sandwiches and an Oreo or two. All right, everybody, that is it for me. Thank you, Susan. Hey, Karen in Missouri. So I'm going to get off of here, y'all. I'm going to refrigerate this crock, this part of it, not the whole thing, just the crock. And then I'll turn it on a little bit later. Tonight it's what, almost 7 now in the state of South Carolina. Someone's talking to somebody else, giving them directions on the recipe. Are they sick? Is it Viva or Viva? My brother-in-law was in the hospital for a few days, and he's home now doing well. So I just thought I would just make a little soup meal for him to eat. That way my sister doesn't have to cook one day, and she can enjoy a bowl of delicious homemade vegetable beef soup. Thank you, Pamela. Looks good, said Linda. All right, I'm going to get off of here, y'all, clean up my mess. I'm kind of tired. I'm going to take me a bubble bath. And then I'm probably not going to do a whole lot tomorrow. So get some rest, and so I can get up with thunder in the middle of the night. Oh, I'm glad you did too, Debbie. Thank you for watching. I hope y'all have a great rest of your night. And if you know someone that's not feeling well, or just maybe going through something, or just needs a pick-me-up, make them a big pot of soup and make some of this little peanut butter spread, and I know they'll appreciate it. So I will talk to y'all again real soon. Thanks so much for watching.